Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. So today we're going to do chapter 5, verse 28, and because these verses are so linked, I'm going to just repeat the translation of the first verse, and then we can do verse 28, which is a continuation. So then I'll read both translations fully. And okay, so let's do this. Let's sing this verse together, 28, and then I'll read both the translations of the previous verse as well as this verse because they're so connected, and then I'll go through word by word. Okay, so the verse 28 is chapter 5. Yatendriya manobuddhir munir moksha parayanaha विगतेच्छाभयो भयक्रोधो यः सदा मुक्त एव सः. Okay, so the translation of this part is, and thus controlling the mind, senses, and intelligence, the transcendentalist aiming at liberation becomes free from desire, fear, and anger. One who's always in this state is certainly liberated. Okay, so let me go through the word by word of this and then read the whole translation. Okay, so thus controlling the mind. So there is Yatendriya manobuddhir. So yatendriya controlled, yata indriya senses, mana. It's like this is starting to actually make sense because reading Sanskrit so many times, it's the same words over and over again. It's helping. So yata control indriya senses, mana mind, buddhi intelligence, muni the transcendentalist. So when we control the senses with the mind and intelligence, the transcendentalist, the muni, the sage, moksha parayana gets moksha is liberation, parayana is destined for liberation. So when the transcendentalist, when the sage, when the saint is controls the senses through the mind and intelligence, they are destined for liberation. Vigate bhayo krodho. Vigata having discarded ichha, wishes, desires. Bhaya, fear, krodh, anger. So having discarded wishes, fear and anger, so becomes free from desire, fear, and anger. Yaha sada mukta eva saha. That person, sada always, mukta liberation, liberated is certainly he is. That person is always certainly liberated. Okay, so now he's talking about in this is Ashtanga Yoga, right? So this in the previous one he was talking about how to do the yoga. So and apparently in chapter 6 he goes into much greater detail. Shutting out all external sense objects, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated between the two eyebrows, suspending the inward and outward breath within the nostrils, and thus, therefore, so this was the previous one. So we're taking away all the sense objects, external sense objects. We're keeping as eyes and visions concentrated between two eyebrows with half closed eyes, not full open eyes, not full closed eyes, because you might fall asleep. Suspending the inward and outward breath, prana and apana. I think prana is inward and apana is outward or something like that. So we do that prana and apana here, prana apana. And then we then control our mind. That person who can control the mind, senses, and intelligence, who can control the mind and sense, okay, that muni, that transcendentalist, who will get free from desire, fear, and anger, and one who's always in this state is liberated. One who is sada always in this state is liberated. He is liberated. Okay, that's it for this verse. We've already done the purport last time. It's there's nothing new there. So, okay, we will do chapter 5, verse 29 in the next video. Wish you a day filled with spiritual growth. Radhe Radhe.